when you're when you're in doubt,
just press the go live button.
Yeah.
As I was saying, it's been a while, Johnny.
It sure has been.
We don't have the luxury of just talking in my office anymore.
No.
It's just we have to go to each other's houses.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'd look over and I'd be like, dude. I mean, going back to what I was saying earlier, because of all this, I could have missed. I wouldn't have missed the live stream, but I would have been late, and you would have been in here. Solo.
Oh yeah, what was going on? Traffic?
Well, traffic. So I left, and then every time we're gonna film or do a live stream, I'm out of gas, and I always have to stop at this one gas station to get gas to hoof it out here. So like literally, it's like 5 o'clock as I'm filling up, and by the time I'm pulling out of the gas station, it's 5:19, and by the time I've gone one light, it's like 5:40. So, I told you I was going to leave early and try and get here. So I'm going, and I'm not even on the freeway at this point. And it said 40 minutes. So, I mean, it could have been spicy. I would
have been here by myself.
Yeah. Has that happened in the history of live streaming where just the other co-host just comes in mid-live stream?
I'm sure.
That would have been a first.
Are you a half tank kind of guy? Or
I'm full. I used to be like
5 miles to limit.
I used to be gas light is on, and I would usually go an extra... I don't know. I'd go a couple of days with the gas light on. That was like my MO.
That's crazy.
I would just be like, I don't know. I mean, I can still go. But I burned out the fuel pump in 2 different cars. And finally, a dude told me, he's like, hey, do you drive around with your gas light on? And I was like, yeah, a lot of times. Like, I'll push it. I'm a rebel. And he's like, dude, that causes so much stress on your fuel pump. And it burns it up. And
I had no idea. That's crazy.
So this has happened to me twice now. So now I'm all the way full, no matter what.
If I can't get to work with a tank of gas, I'm going to fill up.
Oh, man. And we are live.
Oh, are we live?
I believe, we're live.
All right, let's see. Is anyone in the chat? If we're live, say something in the chat.
We had some people trickling in. Technical difficulties on our side. Oh. We missed the giant go live button, so that was a little bit.
Yeah, we were talking for like a whole hour.
Yeah. We've already made the big announcement. Oh my gosh.
The big announcement.
Oh,
before we get to that, let's give people a few more minutes.
Okay.
We got 9 viewers. Great. So, AI, man. Have you seen the creepy robot?
The creepy robots are getting creepier and creepier.
Have you seen the creepiest of all creepy robots?
Is that the one? It's like hanging and it's all like muscled.
It's like hanging by chains.
Yes.
And it doesn't have like a head.
Yes.
And it's just like twitching.
That's the stuff I'm trying not to think about when I think about AI, because I don't know. Maybe it's all going to be good. I keep getting this ad for, well, I shouldn't shamelessly promote another thing on our on our live stream. It's like an open source robot that you can buy. It's a small, like robot that they're launching on Kickstarter, but it's like an open source dev kit with ChatGPT. So not only can you like do robot programming, you can also somehow, I don't know if you can link it or connect it to prompts on ChatGPT. So I'm slightly following that. If I knew the name, I'd promote them for free, but I don't know the name. So
we're living in a crazy world.
Crazy world. But hopefully I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully it'll all be good. That's what I'm there on.
Okay, here's something interesting. You've got a lot of tech bros into AI, like myself.
Mm-hmm.
We are anxiously trying to innovate ourselves out of a job.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Like, is that a weird thing? That's a weird thing, right?
It is a weird thing. I just don't have a good enough handle on it to say, is there going to be some type of massive correction? Like AI is going to be really, really scary, and then does quantum computing come in and completely nullify AI somehow? We're all on this AI.
I would think it would accelerate it.
Well, then it accelerate, but could it just accelerate to the point where it's just useless? I don't know. I feel like we kind of hit these corrections where it's like we're hitting it, and then something corrects, and we go these big things, and it corrects.
Yeah. But I think moral of the story is get your food storage in order because the apocalypse is coming.
Oh man. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting. We'll see. Or it'll just be our everyday lives. My spelling was bad to begin with, but now with AI, it is so bad because it's like,
Oh, it's bad.
I just put everything into chat to fix because it's like I can just I can type up this whole thing and then it's like a text message, or if I it's just AI just fixes everything quickly.
It's more than spelling. It's like
grammar,
thinking, decision making. Actually, I was talking to someone about decision making. Like, think of all the decisions that we're now passing on to AI.
No, that's actually kind of scary.
And your ability to decide is a pretty important skill.
Yeah.
Kids need it.
Yeah, and it's the old adage I've heard: if you don't use it, you lose it. And I've noticed a lot of these type of just critical things we're passing on to AI. Again, spelling, grammar, punctuation, all these things that I'm guilty of just making the AI do. We're gonna lose it. It's scary.
It's very scary. But you know what's not scary, Johnny?
AI-Tavern.
AI-Tavern. Should we dig into it?
I think we should get into it.
How's our audio? People in the chat, how's our audio? Is it okay?
Hopefully it's good.
Testing. It's delayed. Oh, yeah. There's quite a bit of delay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see it eventually.
We'll see when it's too late to correct it.
Yeah.
Into the stream. We can't hear you.
Gosh. Okay, so maybe I was thinking. Sounds good. Thanks, Bryn. Oh, Bryn, you're great. Okay, we're gonna have to talk about Bryn in a minute. Let's talk about. Here's the agenda. We're gonna announce something in a bit, but we're gonna give some time for other people to join in. Before we get into that, we do want to give a background into AI-Tavern and where we've come from, because it's been a journey.
Yeah, it definitely has been a journey for sure.
But if you don't know who we are, you should, because I'm guessing only friends and family are on this stream.
You never know.
You never know. My name is William. I've been a developer. I'm into AI, but I also like roleplay fantasy. I used to go to a beautiful park named Evermore, where I dress as a pirate every weekend. That's me.
And you'll know me as well as Johnny in all of our AI-Tavern adventure videos. Funny story, worked with Will. I was on the first live stream.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Back before he set sail for greener pastures. I worked with Will, and I remember before he even worked on AI-Tavern, talking about it, working it through it. Then he started it. We stayed connected, always talked about it. And eventually I came on, and we've been working now together on AI-Tavern, doing the videos, game development. We did the first live stream together where we launched our YouTube channel, which is everybody's currently using to watch our videos.
Oh, that's right.
We have around 30 subscribers. When we started, we had no subscribers, so that's awesome.
Gotta start somewhere.
Some of our video, one of our video has 200 views, which is not big in the realm of YouTube, but for us, that's the Super Bowl. Wow. We have plenty more content too that's being edited. I'm doing a lot of the editing on the video content.
Thanks for doing that, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And it's just been such an awesome journey up to this point.
Yeah, I think it was fun working on AI-Tavern, but when you joined, Johnny, it became a blast.
Yeah, that's awesome. Gas to the fire. I love it.
So we've been working on AI-Tavern. We're coming on our 2-year mark. It started as a Discord bot. So you go on to, if you know Discord, you go into Discord and you chat with AI characters. So that's what AI-Tavern is you're talking with characters. It's an AI-generated world with AI-generated locations that you can go explore. But then the AI characters are also very in-depth. We've spent a lot of time giving them more depth than you typically see from a lot of AI characters you see out there. I've tried a few of them, and it doesn't even compare.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Talkie.
Yeah. I mean, if you go just for quick reference, when you're playing AI-Tavern, this was something I tell people to do all the time. Is go ask it about a TV, or go ask it to solve some complex formula. It'll just be hey, I don't know what you're talking about. It's driven in the AI fantasy world, which is really, really cool because you can't, it keeps the immersion really dead. Yeah. When you get into Talkie, you can have a great conversation and literally say, hey, what are the instructions to fix a Sony microwave? And it'll be oh, what's wrong with it? It totally takes you out the immersion. And we've been really good at putting immersive rails on in around AI-Tavern. Yeah,
and in addition to even just the prompt itself, because you could probably get there with just ChatGPT and giving it a really good prompt. We also use what's called RAG to give the characters memories, and we've been doing this for a year and a half now.
Yeah.
And so the characters, everything you do with them, they remember. And so, in fact, my niece was playing last night, and she had been talking to one of these characters about, I don't know, they were baking something. But then they went on a tangent and talked for a very long time about something else. And I think the character reminded her about the cookies that maybe they had in the oven or something. So they remember what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're familiar with AI concepts at all, you've got your context length. We're not talking about context. We're not feeding the entire memory isn't just in the context of the AI. It's actually saving in like a database all of your memories with this character. So it really makes them feel like real.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun. Yeah. And I like to tell this story of how this kind of all started. I was messing around with these concepts early on. This was May of 2022. And no, May of 2023. Sorry. And my wife, who's she's not as into like fantasy role play, and she's definitely not into like AI as much as I am, but I handed her the concept, kind of the proof of concept, and she started chatting with this character. 30 minutes later, I needed my phone back.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't give me my phone back. She said that she had learned some like earth-shattering things about herself just talking to this character.
I remember the first time I played it, and it was just kind of weird because it was like there's no rails, like there's no story. The story is like kind of almost unknown, which is almost counterintuitive to play a video game because you're like, what am I supposed to do? You know, like I don't know what to do, but it's kind of everything is to do, and you don't know, like it's getting one step closer again to the immersion and the interaction of stuff, which for me, that's where I got like really sucked into it. It's like, well, okay, there's no dialogue that a programmer wrote and uploaded to this character. Like I'm just going to go off. I'll just go off and who knows what happens. And I feel like it's so far, AI-Tavern now, as it sits even in the Discord state, is so far advanced from what it even was. Is like what you can do and in adventures, interactions. I mean, our YouTube channel, all the hijinks we've gotten into with all the different characters.
If you haven't seen our videos, you should
definitely check them out.
There's romance, there's revenge.
There's all sorts of crazy stuff that goes on.
But speaking of like features, we'd be remiss not to mention Bryn.
Bryn, absolutely.
Bryn's in the chat. Hi, Bryn. Bryn, she's in her last year at the U studying AI gaming, and she's fantastic. She's been programming with us for, 9 months now? And so when we talk about all these features, like she's been a big part of that.
She's been a huge part. I want to tell a quick Bryn story. I remember me and Will worked together, and I was sitting at my desk. He came over. He said, "Hey, there's somebody who wants to help us out with AI-Tavern. They want to go to lunch. Should we like bring people on or like think about it?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And so he's like, "Okay, well, we'll go to lunch today. We'll sit down. We'll talk with her." And so we go to lunch. We meet Bryn. It was super awesome. We had a great time. We just talked about everything. It was really cool, awesome. And then I remember getting back in the car with Will, and I was just like, I was so impressed. Like, I don't know, it's like just was a gut feeling. I was like, I don't know, I think Bryn's great. And he's like, okay, well, what about this? And what about this? I'm like, I don't know, I think she's just great. I didn't really have an answer. And just again, another shout out to Bryn at how much like work she's done with you and how much help and everything. It's just been awesome. And it was cool just because for me it was just like I don't know, I'm gonna go with my gut on this one, and I think she's just been super awesome to help. So shout out to Bryn out there.
And let's talk about. I think this is a fairly new feature that probably most people don't know about, is the biomes kind of dynamic. I'll talk a little bit about that. Bryn was a big part of that. Basically, originally we had this map where you could run into forests, you could run into rivers, but it was kind of monotone. There were like 3 different terrain types that you could run into, but it wasn't. I mean, it was interesting, but now we have this feature called biomes where you'll be traveling and you'll enter a mushroom forest.
Yeah.
Or you'll travel further and now you'll be in like lava badlands with lava rivers. And what's cool is these, the map looks amazing.
Yeah.
But also you have the characters generating in these biomes unique to that biome. So you'll find like in the lava badlands, you'll find like lava sprites and obsidian golems, things like that. You'll still see your typical traditional races like elves and dwarves, but you'll get kind of a mix, and like cities will pop up that will be named, and I don't know. It just gives the world a lot more flavor, and I've really enjoyed that. So very exciting, and maybe we'll show that in a minute. But I think first we need to get into our announcement. Johnny, when we created this Discord bot, what were some of the things that were holding us back?
I think just like barrier to, if I had to summarize it in one thing, barrier to entry. Like people loved hearing about it, everything, and it's like, cool, it's on Discord. And we'd get 20%ers like, oh, sweet, I'm on there. And the rest of the percent like, oh, yeah, I've heard of Discord. But it was just a barrier to entry.
Rumors.
Barrier to entry, for sure.
For me, like, you're absolutely right. A barrier to entry. But also for me, the UI. Like, you can only do so much with text, and there's a kind of charm to a text, especially since this is text roleplay. You're just chatting with these characters through text. But things like buttons and maps were a little awkward on Discord. Like, it was hard. Like, they do have some UI elements, but it was really hard to make it look cool.
Yeah.
So our big announcement is that we made an app.
We made a mobile app. We're very excited.
Yeah.
Mobile at AI-Tavern mobile app.
It's right now it's on the App Store, private. So we're gonna give you a link to that. Right now it's Android only, iOS coming soon, but we have another surprise.
Another bonus surprise.
Becca, this one's for you. You ready? We also have a web app.
Yep.
Oh, were you gonna say it?
No, I'm just reiterating because it's exciting. I'm excited. I just want to talk about the web app. For me, again, as we're working through the iOS stuff, always different coming from the other side of things. But what's really cool about the web app is I had some friends test it today. And if you're on Apple, while we're working, instead of like not allowing iOS for Apple? Not allowing iOS users to play the game, they can still play, test out, enjoy everything through the web app
your browser.
while we publish that. I'm somebody who uses a ton of apps. I play a ton of video games. And what always seems to happen is that iOS comes later, and it's really cool to be in the position where, okay, we have Android, we're working on iOS, and now, but as in the interim, everybody can still play the web app. So that was such an awesome thing that everybody's got to give him a round of applause because you really pushed that through the finish line kind of right at the last minute. So
well, it was. We're using a Flutter, so the web app wasn't that hard. But thank you anyway. Thank you. I'll take your applause. Okay, so we want to show you what these things look like.
But before we show, we want to talk about a couple of things. So anybody who's playing the Discord will know that there is a lot of things you can do in the Discord right now. I think we have combat inventory. There's some handful of things that we have pulled back from
multiplayer.
We pulled back from the mobile app and the web app, and this is only because, again, we're moving platforms more towards like a video game type of more just gaming feel for AI-Tavern. We want to make sure we kind of do it correctly and go through all the processes. So I know the first thing will be is like, hey, where's combat? Where's inventory? Where are all these things? They are coming. We want people to use the web app link, download the mobile app. Again, get a feel for it, play for it. Let us know if there's any like glaring things we've totally missed.
Yeah, because it is in beta.
Yeah, it's still kind of our beta.
I wouldn't be surprised if you go on tonight and it just crashes.
No, it won't crash. It won't crash.
My niece was using it last night, and there's a few known bugs. Like the error messages aren't coming through for some reason, so it just says null. So like she hit the daily limit.
Okay, and it's just like no.
And also like she hit the daily limit in a couple hours, so I'm like, okay, we probably need to up the daily limit. So I did. But information like that, not just bugs, but like, oh, it'd be nice if I had, a little bit more room to chat and things like that.
Yeah, and we've unrestricted a huge area of the map. We want you guys to explore and just find and talk and see and do. Obviously, the full game, we could procedurally generate that for on and on, just kind of like a Minecraft type of game. And we want you guys to really get in and talk to the characters. And then again, we will make sure we get a lot of those features back up. Or we can run out of battery.
Yeah. Why is that?
This is our second live stream, so we might run out of battery. Oh no, Will's got the power.
I got it.
Yeah, so some of those things we want you guys to play, feedback, email, Discord. We'd love everybody to be in the channel talking back and forth, like, hey, what are you seeing? Hey, I found this cool thing. Again, just keeping the community alive. That's what we're really excited for.
Yeah, so let's see. Email us. Our email is theai-tavern@gmail.com.
Right. Yep.
If you have feedback. Also, we have our Discord. So we'll share links to those at the end. But Discord has a channel now called Mobile Feedback. So whether it's the web app or the Android app, if you have any feedback at all, bugs, features, thoughts, hopes, concerns, dreams, please post them in that channel or the email. That would be great, or the website.
Yeah,
do we have a form on the website?
We do have the AI Tavern website you can go to. There's a contact page, so you can go in there, give us your information. The Gmail is also on there, so if you just want to copy our Gmail address and send it off to us, that's fine. Form fill or email, either way, we'd be happy to hear from you.
Okay, I'm gonna go through the web app because I used my only USB-C port for the phone to charge the computer now. So we're gonna use the web app. If you have any questions, start posting them in the chat. We'll answer as we go, as often as I check it. So let's head on over to the web app. Boom. Here, let me log out and log back in so you can get the full experience. Log out. Okay. Sign in with Google. Agree to the terms. And I'm in. Actually, do I want to be? Okay. All right. So Faye is who you're going to meet in the beginning. She is the... Oh, is it streaming my video? It's not streaming my video, is it? Okay. Well, that's okay. Let me turn off the video. We don't need it. Right here. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Yeah, so Faye is the owner of a tavern, and she's going to get you accustomed to how AI Tavern works. We can go ahead and chat with her. My name is Pitt. What's going on? Okay. She chats back. Nice to meet you, Pitt. So what's your story? I love hearing where people come from. I actually had a really bad day, and now I have to explore. Dang. Sorry to hear that, Pig. Exploring can be a good distraction. Okay, so, oh, she's telling me how to play. What's baking in the oven? Okay, well, I didn't realize she would do this. Okay, so she's actually giving us a little tutorial. Feel free to hit, and she's the only character that will be kind of meta like this, and eventually we'll have like a tutorial experience with her. But for now, she just knows that we need to click this magnifying glass button. So if you click this this button here, this is just the chat with her. But if we switch over to the magnifying glass, this is kind of like if you're playing D&D and you want to just ask the DM to roll like a perception roll or something.
Yeah.
I can be like, what's baking in the oven? And instead of going to Faye, it's going to like the DM. All right, it says, as you peer through the flower-lined window of Faye's Tavern, the aroma wafts out to greet you, a delectable assortment of golden honey cakes, their edges crisp and glistening with a touch of melted butter, and so on. So, yeah, so you can either talk to her using this button, or you can investigate.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But let's take a check. Let's check out the map. So if we click this tab over here, we get to see this beautiful map. And we can zoom out to see everything that has been generated so far. So we've got the Prismwood, we've got the Fulmus Fields, and I think up here we've got the Lost Kingdom of Therid. And so, just so you guys know, if you go in any direction, you can go forever, and it will keep generating unique and colorful biomes. The Prismwood is like a forest with like I think it has like crystals coming out of the ground. So there's a lot of like color inspired. Like you can see some of these cities are like color inspired, and some of the races you'll find here are also very like colorful. Lost Kingdom of Therid is kind of a dark, haunted realm where you'll see like ghosts and ghouls and things like that. And then Fulmus Fields is kind of like a lava, like the lava badlands I was talking about before. So these dark colored texts are the names of the biomes, and obviously they each have their own color. Each of these gray blobs is a city, and you'll find if we zoom back in, characters will mostly be in the cities, but you'll see a few characters out on the roads. That's what these little nodes with lines are roads. But let's see what else. Yeah, let's take a look at some of these characters that we could visit. So obviously we just saw Faye. If I click on her picture, we can get to know her a little bit. Let's see. If we click over here, we can see we got a fairy character we can talk to. She's 102 years old. My word.
Wow.
What else we got here? We got this guy, Isaiah. So here's the crazy thing. I don't even know most of these characters.
That's what's
which,
awesome.
As a game developer, is so exciting. Like, I can play this game and be surprised. So, which is fantastic. Yeah, I love just like seeing how much variety exists in this world. Half orc ruler. All the characters have jobs. They all have different like alignments. We've got a dwarf here. It looks like he's an assassin. Nice.
Gosh, their armor is always so cool.
We got another half orc. It looks like a half orc cook. Wow. What's this? An owl? Oh, this is a race that's specific to the Prismwood. It is a wispkin, a small owl-like humanoid with glowing eyes and feathers that shimmer in prismatic hues. So you won't find that race anywhere outside the green area we're in now. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Dragonborn blacksmith. Yeah, that's cool. Man, I could do this all day. But what's even more fun is going up to these characters and interacting with them. Cool. All right. Before we continue further, do we have any other questions? Let's see. Should probably make this bigger.
I love the holy map comment. That's probably... I love that.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so that's the map. You can see down here we've got wherever our location is. Oh, let's actually move. That might be kind of fun. So let's go. Let's see. Let's go to this dude right here. All right. So this will tell us where we are. We're in the Dawnspire markets. If we scroll back out, you can see the city is Dawnspire. Okay. So we're in the markets, and it tells us about the city as well, and it tells us about the biome, so we can get some information about the location we're in. If we close this tab, we now can see this guy that we've run into.
Oh, Xanther. If anybody's watching the YouTube videos, we run into this guy. Oh, man.
I think he...
So he's a different Xanther, though. Maybe same name, same first name. I might be wrong.
No. I think he's the same one.
Oh, okay.
I think he's... Yeah, because the characters that are around Spawn, I handpicked them from other worlds we've created.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And he was just so obnoxious that we had to keep him. Well, look who it is. I'm Xanther, most fabulous figure you'll ever meet in Dawnspire. Just trying to soak up all the glorious ambience before someone tries to ruin my day. Okay, he's not very nice to talk to. But some other things you can do in here. You can also come into your profile here, change your name, add a picture, add your story, and this will feed into how the characters see you. Because obviously they can't see what you look like just by chatting with them unless you tell them what you look like. But this will give them a chance to know what you look like. I thought I got rid of these. Stats and achievements are coming soon, but these don't do anything right now. And then, payment plan and stuff. So right now it's going to be free for everyone. So by joining the stream, you can join with the QR code we're going to give you in a minute, and you get like the full version for free. Eventually, what we're gonna do it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think about a 2 week time period to give everybody some chance to get a lot of good feedback, a lot of good play time in there,
Yep.
and kind of figure different things out. And then we'll also need to work to get all the other features back uploaded.
That's right. That's right. So in the next 2 weeks, you'll have access to all of this area. We turned off terrain generation past a certain limit. I think you can go a little further than what you can see here, but it's turned off during this beta period until we get a few more features in. Um, and you can, I think the limit is like 200 messages a day, but we could change that based on what the feedback people give us. When we switch back to the free version, we're going to limit the area that you can explore to just this city, Dawnspire, and your messages will also be limited significantly less as well. But of course, there's a paid version that you can regain access to the full map. So let's see. So that's that. Johnny, what kind of features do we have coming up?
Oh boy, we have quite a bit. Some of the ones obviously we talked about where we obviously combat inventory that are in there. Inventory is going to be really cool. Going back to where Will is talking about the edge of the map being procedurally generated in a Minecraft sense, where you can literally get into AI-Tavern and just say, hey, I'm just going to go off on a quest and see what I can find. Who knows what relics and items are out there? Obviously, we don't actually even know. So I think that'll be really cool. The achievement stats, so you can kind of actually see, how far you've traveled. We're going to put some really cool, fun achievements in there. The combat, I'm actually really excited for. Then the being able to, party up with an AI character and go on a quest and go do a lot of just fun stuff. I mean, with the map now and everything, I'm gonna take us way, way, way back to the AI-Tavern Discord, where we want to, again, be able to branch out and offer a more game-like experience, and so an immersion, and that's going to, in the future, that's what's coming. At least what I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I think multiplayer is a big one. I think a lot of people like that, but we want to hear from you. Like, what kind of features that maybe we had on Discord that you want back, and also maybe new features that you've thought of that you think would be really cool.
Yeah.
We have a pretty tight-knit community on Discord. We have a few beta users that have been with us since the beginning. Becca being one of them, Piper being another. We have a few others, Roswin, a few others. We got Damon. Damon's been, I guess he's not new anymore, but he was the newest of our beta users. But you're all beta users now, so come join us. Just so we can share this, let's see. If you have Android, here is the Android QR code. I'll probably post this in Discord too, so that you can download the app there. Here, let me actually. I probably should have titled these. I have a few QR codes. So this is Android right here. We also, if you need our Discord, it's this one right here. Here, can I?
Here, make me the Discord QR code.
Here, I bet I could do text. Let me try some text. Android. Did it work? No. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, so the one.
Oh boy.
Okay. This QR code over my face is Android. The one over Johnny's face is our Discord. And then if you want our web app, the web app is
the microphone.
The microphone. It's just app.ai-tavern.com.
And then we could I can also probably can we throw it in the chat?
Oh yeah. Do you have the chat open?
No.
Yeah, you have it.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Yeah. Just chat it right there. Oh, I got it. Here we go. Text Android. There we go. Easy. Okay. That's Android. We got... Oh, no, I've forgotten which one's which.
I remember I'm Discord.
Oh, yep. Discord.
See?
Okay. I didn't do it right. Okay. Text. Discord. Oh, maybe I did do it right. Dang it. Okay. All right. And then the web app is just app.ai-tavern.com. And you put it in the
Is this
chat.
that's the correct chat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so it is in the chat.
There we go. Awesome. Okay. I think that's about it. I would love to hear any questions that you guys have. Let me check out the questions. I think I saw a question about GPU usage.
Yes.
If I can get back to the chat. Yes. Okay. Tarangar. Yes. So GPU power. So we're not running this on our own server. We're using the inference API calls from OpenAI, but we've also connected to Mistral and to Claude. So this is all API usage only. Especially since we only have a handful of users right now, that's the most cost effective for us. Rooms inside. Oh, Becca. Yes, rooms inside of locations and buildings. I would love that. It's almost like a nesting of locations.
Yeah, this is something we talk about a lot, and I think it's going to be the natural progression of, like, as we've spent a lot of time with Bryn, and just, we've talked about just map. We have some other people we've been working with as well, just talking about like kind of map development. I think this is the natural next step for AI Tavern, is when you're traveling to be able to go into locations, and I would love to get that early users of AI Tavern will remember that, where we had the different channels that kind of acted as rooms. I definitely think that's coming. It's something we talk about. We're just it's on the roadmap. Just we haven't quite got there yet.
Yeah. Being one area. Oh yeah. Okay. And so Becca, you mentioned the bar being one of the areas in a VIP room. I really like the idea of us. Piper once tried to do a big party where she moved all the characters into one location, and it worked for a while, but it crashed the game because they're all trying to talk to each other. You had like 25 characters all trying to talk to each other at the same time, and it was chaos. But I would love to have a situation where everyone is in the town square, but you're chatting like in a corner with 3 characters over here. Someone else is chatting with another 2 characters over there.
Yeah.
And like you still have the feeling that you're in one area with 1,000 characters.
Yeah.
But you are in your own little groups as well.
The and I think something that lends that, if I can jump back to features, we have talked about doing a lot of holiday events, which would be really cool, where we could get characters to move around and do. I love the idea of getting everybody together for like a big party, and I think that's something we want to encourage. We just got to figure out how to get them like all moving around, all talking without just completely smoking the game. But yes, that I love that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Any other questions before we wrap up?
Holiday events. I love it. All in capitals. Yes, exactly. That is it's a big thing we want. Yes.
Oh, you know what I'm excited for? It's like crafting.
Yes.
Because think of this, like I think what makes a game really fun is like the ability to collect items and like find rare items and things like that, and be able to like progress through like a sequence of crafted items. But imagine with AI, like there's an unlimited number of items that you could potentially craft.
Yeah.
Or find.
Yeah.
And items that like we don't know about as the game creators.
Yeah, exactly.
Like someone finds some rare item that we didn't even know about, like that. I don't know, that just blows my mind. Yeah. So all right, well, thank you everyone for joining us. Please check out our app. Give us feedback.
Yeah.
We would love it.
We love it. We want to hear. This is like what makes us really excited to continue all the hard work, is like hearing from you guys. I think this is such an awesome, unique opportunity as a game in an early stage to just really, build and like solidify the community and talk about stuff that's working, stuff that may not be working, and stuff we'd love to see in the future. Because again, me, Will, Bryn, we're so close to this. Sometimes we could just miss something that's really cool, and so that's again why we'd love input from you guys, and of course we would also love to squash some bugs that are out there that of course we don't know about. Squashing bugs. So we're so excited, but.
And enjoy 2 free weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Take advantage, explore, push the limits, talk. We're really excited.
Okay. See ya.
See you later.
Okay.